Hey guys, so I am here with Alex again, and we are going to do another tag video, and we're doing the first tag today, and I have no idea where it came from or if it's like really old or anything, but I saw it in a video and I thought it'd be a really cool one to do with Alex. So as always, the questions will be in the bottom bar below, and I tag all of you to do it, so that'd be really cool to see what you guys have to say. And Alex will be answering the questions in this video, and if you want to see my responses, go check out his video, which I will link to in the bottom bar as well. So we're just gonna get started. The first question is, what is your first tweet?
And luckily we pulled it up.
Yes,
and my first tweet is a good statement about who I am. Procrastination. My first tweet is doing homework. It says Alex Mende is doing homework. That is my first tweet. And clearly I wasn't.
What is your first YouTube video?
Actually,
it was like
my first
a month ago.
Yeah, that's not true. I had a video technically.
Not on his new channel though.
Not on my new channel. But a long time ago, it's literally me bullying my friend. He put his sweater on backwards. He had candy in the front of his hood.
He was so mean.
And we whipped the hood up over his head and then tied it with the strings because he wore it backwards. And yeah, that was my first video. Me straight up bullying a kid.
Who was the first person you subscribed to on YouTube? Okay, cool. That's adorable. First Facebook profile pic.
It is my last profile. Oh, that's not true. I had a MySpace and a Facebook at the same time. Well, for a little bit, my MySpace and Facebook had the same photo, and it was of my German adopted grandmother. Her name's Oma. And it's me and her in Germany, and it's a selfie of me and her. And she was
Your hair was crazy.
Yeah, I had some seriously long hair. Apparently, I had a giant nose.
Just the angle's not good for your nose.
She's just like, yeah, you look like a Roman, and I'm like, yeah, so. Because that's not something that just goes away. It's not like, oh, your nose? No, really, you lost weight. What does that mean?
Next question. Do you still talk to your first love?
I contacted, my first love.
Yes.
No. My first girlfriend, yes, occasionally.
But not your first love?
No.
Okay.
Straight out.
What was your first alcoholic drink?
Next question. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Wine? Oh, probably wine for church.
Yeah, that's really true.
I wouldn't call that like slamming shots, but yeah.
What was your first job?
Being awesome. And working at a jewelry store as a photographer.
Yeah, that's the correct answer.
But I'm going to stick with being awesome.
What was your first car?
Chevy Cavalier, 1989. Convertible. Chevy Cavalier convertible.
You missed that car?
I do miss that car. I just lost it less than a year ago.
Who was the first person to text you today?
I think my email.
Yeah, your email does text you.
When I get an email, I get text messages. I think that's the only person who's texted me today. My email.
Because we've been together all day.
Yeah.
Who was the first person you thought of this morning?
You. Probably because you hit me again last night.
Sorry. My bad. Who was your first grade teacher?
Oh, I don't remember. I can see her. She's a redhead.
Okay.
She had 2 kids and she went to our church.
Okay. Yep. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane?
I would guess Germany, because 3 months old, I went to Germany, so that would make sense.
That's yeah. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk to them? He
is Philip Unold in Germany, fitting. And yes, we actually talk, and what ended up happening is for, about 18 years, we never saw or talked to each other, just because I was here, he was there, and we knew each other existed, and our parents, but we never really hung out. And then recently I went back to Germany, and met him and ended up finding that like our lives as like little kids, like we went completely different paths, but then we came back and he's like a DJ now, but we both like Red Hot Chili Peppers and we both play the guitar, and there's like a lot of like eerily in common things between us, and like I haven't seen the kid since I was like 3. But yeah, no, we still talk occasionally.
Where was your first sleepover?
Steven. His name was Steven. It was Steven, and he was he was weird. He was a weird little nerdy kid, and it was in Alaska. And it was the first sleepover because I remember I asked my parents, I was like, I get to spend the whole night? Because they always used to be like, you have a sleepover, but it was like, we're going to come pick you up.
At 10.
Yeah, at 10. Like, we'll pick you up at 10. So it was the first, like, all-nighter sleepover, and they lived just down the road from us in Alaska. We lived, like, kind of like in an apartment complex because we lived on a military base. And, yeah, it was in Alaska. Steven something.
What was the first thing you did this morning?
Play my iPad.
Yep.
Play with my iPad.
He's like, I'm awake. iPad. Yeah, so tough the life I live.
It is. Just, I need to tumble.
Boy. Come back.
Baby, come
What
back.
was the first concert you ever went to?
Up in Smoke concert, 1990, I think it was 7, so 1998. Up in Smoke concert with Eminem, Snoop Dogg, I think Dr. Dre. I went with my brother and my cousins, and they were like, they got like the penthouse suite because my aunt somehow worked a deal, and so they were all so excited to go, and this is back when you could smoke in a building, so a lot of people were smoking weed, and those penthouses are at the top, and so this is what ends up happening is I'm a little kid, I'm 7 years old, and my brother was like, please don't, Mom, don't make him come, but they didn't need an extra ticket, so we went to the penthouse. And all I said when I was leaving, I was like, God, I'm so hungry. I kept complaining about how hungry I was. And my brothers were just dying laughing because they knew what happened. And they were like, 13, 14. My cousins are like 18. And so I was just like, I'm so hungry. And so we stopped at 7-Eleven to get like the 7-Eleven food. And I bought like 3. And I didn't understand. And then years later, they bring it up in a conversation. I was like, yeah, I remember the concert. Vaguely, and they're like, vaguely, and they're like, do you remember like when you were so hungry? I was like, yeah, I do, and they're like, let's put it all together. They put it all together for me, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Well then, mine was not like that at all, and you'll hear about that if you watch Alex's video.
My parents didn't know. Full disclaimer, they had no clue who Eminem was. They just thought it was just a regular a concert that they went to. So.
First broken bone.
The first and only. Knock on wood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I got this because I believe in Santa Claus. That's what this is. And that's why I can still do that like creepy
finger thing.
But I got it from what grade was I? I want to say I was in middle school, and I just moved to a new place, and I was hanging out with all these people on a military base, and it's rare that we ever actually lived on base. And it was here in Michigan. We first moved here, and some kids were like, Santa's not real. I'm like, you don't understand, Santa's real. And if you keep watching me, by the time we get to December, you'll find out, I'll start telling Christmas stories, and you'll find out why I think Santa's real. My parents did an amazing job at keeping the dream alive, so far as hiring actors to not break into our house, but play Santa in our house. And so I argued with these kids very heavily, and I got tackled to the ground as like a joke, and smashed my finger on a stone, and it.
Oh.
And then they're like, "It's not broken. It's okay. Just do this." And because I couldn't move my finger, and I'm like, "Okay." And so I just ended up spiral fracturing it more.
Oh boy. First piercing.
Ear. Got my ear pierced.
The coolest
Can
kid.
you see it? I don't know if you can still see the hole.
I can
still see it a little bit. I have a tiny little hole. I got a piercing.
What a cool kid.
Back in elementary school, I had it for about 6 months, and then finally...
Everyone made fun of you enough that you stopped?
No, it wasn't. I was like the cool kid, and
geez.
I had like a gold stud earring, and then finally my mom kept getting questions asked, like, how old is he? And he has an earring? And, like, she's all about perception, so she saw the, like, people kept asking her, like, being shocked that I was so young and I had an earring in my left ear or whatever, right ear, whatever the straight one was. We made sure
The straight ear.
back in the time that, you know, like, that's how you find out if you're gay, that you got the right ear pierced, but not that it would have mattered.
First foreign country you've gone to?
Germany, 3 months old.
First movie you remember seeing?
It's a toss-up between Barney or Land Before Time.
Okay.
Definitely involving dinosaurs, though.
When was your first detention?
Never.
Nice.
Never one time. No. False.
Oh, liar!
Oh, yeah, no.
Someone got detention.
I got it bad. I was in a all-boys school in Hawaii, and I cheated on a spelling test. I can't spell to this day.
Yeah, he's terrible.
I'm horrible at
So
spelling. So we had a spelling test, and here I'm in an honors class, so you have to, like, really keep your grades up, or they'll switch you in the middle of the year to, like, you're dumb. And so I was...
Not that other classes are dumb. Jeez.
On this campus. Anyways, so I did everything to stay in, like, the high class, and all of a sudden, like, we had spelling tests, and I'm like, I can write, I can read, I have a high level of comprehension, but I just can't spell to save my life. And I would study. And so I wrote everything down on a little sheet of paper, and I'm sitting there cheating. And my teacher catches me, and my friend behind me was like, eat the paper, because they can't get you in trouble. What is he going to say?
He's watched way too many movies.
No, he's so good at it.
Eat everything.
Like, eat the evidence. And so he grabs the paper out of my hand, and my first detention was washing every it was a Catholic school, every priest's car.
How did you forget
at the
this?
Catholic school? I just blanked, but no. All the cars. And mind you, it was also a missionary compound, like where all the retirees of, like, being Catholic, like, obviously Hawaii, they're like, go to Hawaii, it's, you know, bless you. And, I mean, it's a good perk. Just go be holy there. And so, there's
just so much bad in this video.
There's like 15, 20 priests that live there.
Just talking about dumb people and which ear is not the gay ear.
I don't know anymore, but I'm
boy.
just saying. So I had to wash like 15, 20 cars in a whole day, and little white boy me did not have any sunscreen. So for the next week, I was just like sunburned and not happy, but everyone had a clean car.
Who was your first roommate?
You could either say my brother when growing up, like I lived with Mikey. And I think eventually I lived with Matt, too. I think we all were in a room at a point. And as far as an adult going to college roommate, it would be Curtis Banks, some kid I don't remember, and Clyde Barnett. And I hope that kid never sees this video, because we're still friends on Facebook, and he's still so shy sometimes.
Was it in a dorm?
Yeah, it was in the dorm. I just forget his name, but I live with an RA, which is awesome.
If you had one wish, what would it be? Not sure how this is a first, but if you had one wish.
One wish,
World peace.
Yeah, I was just about to say, can we just lose all the, clearly I'd be like, well, let's start with world peace, and then cure to cancer, and then, the whole, like, meet Jesus people.
Let's do, like, a selfish wish.
Yeah, like a guilty pleasure wish. Oh, geez. It's a toss-up between... I always say it's a toss-up. Mm-hmm. I'm tossing. I'm just juggling over here. It probably either lots of money, just so I could start businesses, and because I love starting... if I had all the money in the world, I'd still run businesses. I'd just be an investor. Or, like, right now, if it wasn't, like, too outlandish, I'd get a powered parachute. I really want either that or a 3D printer.
Okay.
A 3D printer and a powered parachute at the same time.
You 3D print a powered parachute. What was the first sport you were involved in? I don't know that sport.
Yeah, it's actually beatboxing.
I can't make that. There it is. Okay.
No, my first sport was soccer. It was soccer. And I love soccer. And I love football. Well, was okay with football. I really didn't like it growing up. And swimming. I loved swimming, and my parents said I couldn't swim. Swimming was fine. I couldn't play soccer, though.
Yeah, I said that right.
Yeah, there's a story there.
We don't got time for that.
For
another video, Alex confesses his childhood traumas.
Why I was told I'm not...
That would be an interesting series. Trauma number 1. Why I don't eat ice cream anymore.
I still eat ice cream. Come on, let's be real.
Okay. What is the first thing you do when you get home? Open the door.
Oh, clever.
Sorry.
All right. No, the first thing I do when I get home, I normally like enter the house, drop my bag, and
play on your iPad.
I was just gonna say, get on the internet, just see like, hey, who haven't I talked to or whatever. But if it's like it was different in high school because now in college I just kind of come in and like nap.
Yep.
It's like, oh, it was a long day.
Yep. And the last question, when was your first kiss?
Hawaii, 9th grade. Don't remember her name. We were on the dance floor, and my gay friend was like, "You have to meet this girl," and he knew that I was like trying to like date. And I went to an all-guys school, so it was hard to meet girls. And he was like, "You gotta meet her. You gotta meet her." So we met. As the night went on, like we kept like dancing or whatever, and we made out.
Mwah!
Well, it was a French
kiss. Was it all...
Not
kind of good. I'm excited to tell you about mine, so you'll have to watch.
I'm not.
Watch his video, so.
But if you want to watch her video, where is it, Kayla?
Below. So those are all the questions, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please go check out my answers because I haven't actually filmed that video yet. We're doing it after this one, and I'm excited. I'm pretty excited about it. So, as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.